Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about this trade I took. I made $820 today. Very, very light. It's very, very light at this point. Honestly, I'm at a point in my trading journey where everything feels light. And I literally make most of y'all's fucking weekly paychecks in a fucking day. So, anyway, this is a brand new account. 200K. I haven't traded in months because I've been working on this app, actually, Trade Nova. Profitable for a minute for anyone who's new. But, journal, of course. Took the trade. And let me see if I can pull up. There it is. There's my exact win, $820. Now, let's talk about the trade, why I took it, and why the fuck y'all motherfuckers missed it. So, let me move this real quick. So, let's go back in time, right? Let's go back in time. All right. So, first of all, actually, before we even hop on that, we need to hop on Forex Factory. It's Monday, right? So it's no news Monday. It's really nothing serious, right? So you don't even need to open Forex Factory, but I was just gonna show you guys. So let's actually hop in why I took this trade, right? So first thing that we notice about the market is it's consolidating, right? So we're in a consolidating market. Liquidity is up there, right? If liquidity is up there, then I'm gonna try to catch this, right? Maybe if it continues higher, then I'll just catch the continuation before macro opens. So anyway, macro opens at 6:45, right? And this is my thought process. Let me actually go back to where macro opens, and I'll delete this so I can show you guys my whole thought process, right? So macro opens, and so I see, okay, we have liquidity, okay? Market's displacing towards the upside. We have this swing high. So what does market do this swing high? So I just let it play out because I want a optimal entry. We see we're playing it. Market has not reached any liquidity. Instead, it reaches the bottom, right? I could have longed right here, but I didn't. And the reason why I didn't is actually fairly simple, is because I saw that market. Okay, first of all, we're already in an uptrend, right? And market is currently moving in a downtrend, if you guys cannot tell. EMA is moving towards the downside with the orange one on top. And order flow is just indicating that we have a lot more sell side volume, right? So for me, this wasn't the best entry. I could have probably won, but I wanted to wait for a better entry, and also it just wasn't optimal. I could have won this, to be honest. Could have took 20 points. It would not have been that big of a deal. So you could have won. So honestly, that was a valid entry, but I didn't take it because I wanted a better entry. So then what? It's 650. Market displaces down off this rejection block. So I was looking for a trade off this rejection block from the start, waiting for market to tap in. So let's actually go back real quick to this one. And my entry was off of speed and efficiency. So I'm currently in 1 minute. So let's just play this out. Go ahead. And let's go to 1 second. Dude, apparently I need to pay more. Though I just paid for this freaking trading view subscription to see a 1 second freaking intervals paying. Dude, trading view, just take my money. We're gonna buy it. But just seriously, I just paid for this. It's a brand new account. But anyways, besides the point. So market was moving with speed and efficiency towards the downside. So in the middle of the next wick, let me show you guys. I took the trade, right? So right there, that is where I took my trade because I saw market was moving with speed and efficiency. And the reason why I took this trade is first, we have a rejection block. Market, we had a fair value gap right here that market tapped into, right? Inverse fair value gap. We also had another fair value gap. And I was waiting for market to inverse this. So the moment that we had an inverse fair value gap right here, I took my entry with displacement going with speed and efficiency. And this is why the strategy is so good. It's because we trade off of market impulse, right? So market is obviously rotating down. It's moving down, right? Have a rejection block, have an inverse value gap. We have market just rejected off. You could say we had liquidity, whatever, right? So, point is, took the entry. My take profit was down there. I sized up pretty large with this one because I was aiming about 1 to 162. Take profits, boom, easy. Easy, simple trade. That's all I need. I wasn't going for anything big. I was just trying to catch my consolidation, just trying to catch a move down, and I was expecting market to continue down. And if for the people that didn't catch the trade and are on my strategy, right? Because we're still in the macro, because the macro is between 9:45 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. I'm PST, so it says 6:45 for me. So if you didn't catch this trade, right, and you could have entered with this when market tapped into this fair value gap. So market taps into this fair value gap. What we see rejection. Okay, we see rejection. Now we're gonna wait for displacement towards the downside. Entry. What's gonna be what could have been our entry right here? Aiming for these lows. Simple. But honestly, you could enter right here. This is valid displacement. Honestly, you can enter right there with market displacing like that. You could have took a pretty nice trade right here, aiming for these lows or these lows, whatever. Just 1 to 1.6 might be a little extreme. It's only 1 minute, but sure, it'll still play out. See? Market what? Goes down, rejects off of it, continue lower, we hit profits. Easy. You could aim even lower than that. Very, very simple. The strategy always works. Most important thing you need to wait for is displacement, and you need to be in the macro. Two most important things. Consistently works. You cannot mess up with this strategy unless you were just genuinely asked at finding order flow and looking at market trend. And honestly, in my opinion, waiting for the rebalance right here would have been a more optimal trade than me taking the first one. But the reason why I took the first one is because we had so much displacement towards the downside. We had an inverse value gap, and it was just a whole bunch of speed and efficiency, right? And then also RSI was at the 0.5 range after it was being oversold. So I was honestly just looking for market to pump down. See as it pumps down. And you could have took this trade. I could have aimed for these. If you took this rebalance trade off of market rebalance, you can aim for these lows, right? Very, very simple. It always works. It's so consistent, guys. It's so consistent. You guys are genuinely just asset trading because you guys are just pattern traders. You guys enter off inverse value gap, this and that. No, you need to have an optimal entry in the macro with displacement or EMA moving towards your favor, or some sort of market impulse. Looking for volume. If you have a volume indicator, you use that. Look how big the candle is. Use that. It's a lot of things. You need to make sure you have it. Fresh account, and I'm already up 2 trades. Boom. No losing trade yet. I'm only up. Performance. It's only winning from here. Total P&L 1,123. You guys, genuinely just lock in. All right. Obviously, I'm just trying to leave sauce out because there's a reason why I have a Discord, right? So I genuinely just want you guys, first of all, to get in my Discord so you guys can get all the sauce, and I could teach you guys. I could be your mentor, and I could get you guys to lock in. If I'm not your mentor, then psychologically you have to make sure whoever strategy that you're using is not a pattern trader. Because if you're a pattern trader, you have to have high RR, and you have to make sure that your trades are actually optimal with the market. Because, dude, nobody cares about lines on a chart. Market works off impulse. You get what I'm saying? It works off volume, it works off volatility, and you have to find these optimal trade entries. It's a whole bunch of stuff. All right? But that's besides the point. Today's entry, very, very simple. Made $820. Let's see how long that trade took me, actually. 6:58 a.m., 7:01 a.m. 3 minutes. It took me 3 minutes to make what you guys make in a week. If that is not crazy to you, then what is not? And here is the further proof that I just made $820 in 3 minutes. Stop loss, take profit. AI Psychology Insights, 72. The trader had noted an issue with overtrading. Focusing. This is my previous journals talking about how I overtraded, but besides the point. Walk into the Discord, guys. Tap in. Stop missing out. Log in with the strategy. I have a whole bunch of lectures on there. Daily calls to review your guys' trades. Not offering that much. Just very, very simple. Yeah. Catch y'all. Amazing day today. I'll see you guys tomorrow in my next recap. Or if I don't take a trade tomorrow, then after tomorrow. Or after tomorrow. Whatever. See you guys though. Love y'all. Okay? For real. I love y'all. Peace out.